what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump into RS 5000, Studio 5000, however you want to call it, and we're going to go in through some very beginner seal-in, seal-break logic for sequencing. And basically what that means is you're going to make something happen, and then you're going to make something happen after that happens, and you're going to make another thing happen. So you press a button, maybe a motor starts. After the motor starts, then let's say for instance a light comes on. Now here we are in Alan Bradley's Studio 5000. This is version 32, I believe, so it may look a little bit different than yours, but it is the same. We still have the control organizer and stuff over here, like some of the older versions. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this thing. We're going to come up into here. This is some favorites that I've added up here. We'll go into that in another video as well, so you got to make sure you hit that subbular button, hit that subscribe button, so that way whenever we go through some of these things and kind of talk about like stuff like, you know, this is the important stuff, or this is some things that have helped us, I should say, that you can get that content, because yeah, there's some good stuff that we've come across and that we've implemented to really help out. And if you have anything that has been like great and helped you through your journey, go ahead and put it down in the comments below, because it'll just help the community. We're going to go ahead and start off by adding what is called a contact right here. And basically a contact is a switch of some kind or some type of input. Could be virtual, could be real world. And for this example, we're just going to do a simple virtual example. So we're going to put our contact in here. We're going to go ahead and put a coil in here as well. So it automatically added our coil right here. And then I'm going to just create this structure real quick, and I'm not going to worry about naming at the moment. So then we'll go ahead and throw a branch around this, and then we'll add another contact. So the whole purpose of this, let's see what we got here. I don't need to add another contact down there. So this is the general simple structure of a seal-in, seal-break. It kind of don't make sense until you have another rung of logic in here, but the whole purpose of this is your activator. You press this button or whatever it may be, photo eye gets triggered, and then it fires this contact here, or this coil here. Then it fires this coil here, and after it fires that coil, then this will be the same name convention. We'll kind of go into it a little bit more as I start naming things. And then this right here is what's called the seal break. So the seal break is what will break this rung and de-energize this rung after the next action has occurred. So we're just going to come in here and call this test.0. And then we'll come in here, do a new test. We're going to make this type. Test will be let's go dent. I'm going to do a quick little video on that at some point in time, because what I just did there is pretty important to have that feature. Also UDTs, I don't know, it's kind of a little bit more advanced stuff. Not necessarily advanced, but if you're a very, very beginner, then you definitely have not been exposed to that very much. So we'll just do that one there. Then the next thing will be this. So the whole purpose of what I just did there is now we can come in here and I can just name all these tests, and this could be test.1. This one down here will also be test.1. And then we'll call this one test .3. And then we're going to go ahead and copy and paste this whole rung a couple times. So now this contact here will be the same of the previous coil. So we will name it the test.1. So when I say this is the previous coil, this will be the next contact. And this one here will go up to, should be what, 2. Test.2. This will be 4. And this one will also be 2. Two. 5. This one should be 3 up here too, not 4. Alright, so you can see we have kind of created a structure here. And again, I'm going to go into more of the details after we are we'll go into more of the details after I get even more structure. But this is the basic structure of what you need. So basically what will happen is after you fire this contact, it'll energize this coil, which will then also energize this contact. Also, it will energize this contact below. Now, with this structure here, it's going to happen, everything will happen so fast that you can't even see it. So you'd have to have timers on here. Really, with this super simple structure like this, you almost have to do it like timer based, or you have to have some type of other buffer in there to be able to visually see this occur, because if not, it's just going to go, it'll scan as fast as the PLC can scan, basically. Alrighty, so I was going to go ahead and try to emulate this, but I have something wrong with my emulating software, and the actual emulating part of the software is missing, so I'll have to get that figured out. Maybe I'll upload another one of these videos with the emulation, or either that or I'll just hook up a PLC, and then we'll have to emulate it. I'll run it directly off the PLC, but I wanted to just kind of show you guys. I was going to go ahead and throw in timers and kind of show you how the sequence works slower, put that buffer in there so that way you can see rung by rung firing. But this is the structure of what it would look like for a seal-in, seal-break logic. This is the seal-break part of the logic. Basically, after this rung fires, it'll then fire this next rung and this coil. When this coil activates, it'll break the rung before it. And then it'll consecutively do the same thing. And the reason why you have this seal-in is because when this first rung breaks, this first rung is the one that's firing the second rung. And so as soon as this fires and then breaks the rung before it, you need something to hold this second rung continuously on. And what you do is you use the coil, you use the contact of its own coil of that same rung of logic. This is just a quick little video, guys. Hopefully it was informational, kind of quick and off the cuff. But if you have any questions or comments, make sure to put them down below, because I would like to help you guys out as much as I potentially can. And I appreciate all y'all for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.